Hi, it's Melissa here, and today I'm showing you a little walkthrough of a mini album I made with my November Clique kit. And this kit featured We Are Memory Keepers Wildflowers collection, and I also purchased the add-ons that were from the Cedar Lane collection by Pink Paisley. So what I have here is a little album that I got at a kind of a second-hand sale at a local church fair, and I got it for $1, and I don't think it had ever been used, so I was really excited to get it. And I've had it for a couple of years, and I was just waiting for the perfect project to use it with. And so when I saw the kit and I had these photos that I'd taken in July, the photos are of a stop that we made on a road trip, and we stopped at this beach called Mauraki, and it has these naturally formed boulders which are scattered along the seashore, and they also come up onto the beach. So they're in the water and on the beach, and you'll see that as I go through. So for my cover I kept it real simple. All I did was use a piece of the 6x6 Cedar Lane album paper, and then I just put a printable, turn it into epoxy flare with an epoxy sticker, and I punched it. They're all circle, the print is circles, and you can just punch them. So I wanted to keep this album really simple, and because the photos are quite stunning, and embellishing is really simple as well. And so this is my title page, and all I did was use a piece of, I think that might have been part of a tag, and I just layered a butterfly over it. I've got a doily from my stash and the letter stickers from the wildflowers sticker sheet, and then I've done the packaging technique with some Heidi Swap colour shine in I think it's seafoam, and then I've just splattered with some gold. And on this side little pocket where I put the little title, I've just put a cut apart from the Pink Paisley 6x6 pad, and I've just put the date on there. So here's the perfect example of how simple the spread really is. I just cut down papers which I selected either from the 6x6 pad or from the kit, and then I've put my photos on and just kept the embellishing really simple. I've used lots of word phrases that are appropriate, such as adventure waits, and that's another printable. And I've used just small embellishments, either stickers or little pieces of ephemera, which I have just stapled. And I've used these little gold confetti pieces from last month's kit because I had a ton left. So here is an example of how I've done my journaling. I had a few filler cards, and I did that on purpose. I wanted to have room for journaling and also a little bit more embellishment. So I cut apart one of the 12x12 ledger papers in the main kit, and then I've just embellished. And so this just talks about that we made a detour. Now, our kids didn't know anything about what we were stopping for, so it was a surprise to them. They'd never been here before, and we just told them there was something that we wanted to show them. Here, so we come down a path and we're onto the beach, and keep the embellishment simple again. I've used some of the acetate pieces and I've just stapled them on. I took some of the stickers and cut them apart so that they're like little phrase stickers, and that's a piece of washi from the Cedar Lane washi book. This is another filler card, and it's just layered up some pieces, and it talks about every day being a blessing and so much to be grateful for. This one I kept really simple. It's one of my favourite photos of my three, and I cut apart another sticker. This is a real shot of the landscape, one of what it's like from a distance and close up, and as you can see the boulders are rising out of the water, and I think the tide was out when we visited, which was really awesome. So I used the same paper to make my pages just to have continuity for these landscape photos. Here's another really cute photo of my three, and once again similar embellishing. And here is another journaling card. I used this cut apart, which was a wreath, and I just wrote my journaling, and I just put it was such a perfect family day, we hung out and enjoyed each other, and then embellished up here. Please excuse my voice, I'm really nasally because I've got bad hay fever at the moment. It's spring here in New Zealand, and so many people are suffering worse than ever, so that's why I sound like this. Here is a picture of my little one, and she is looking into sort of crevices between some of the boulders on the beach, and so I have an arrow sort of directing to that. This one I've got the older two posed on a rock, and I've used another piece of acetate. Here's my main journaling, and I just looked on the internet because I wanted some information about the science behind the formation of these boulders, and so I thought that notes piece was perfect. I cut it into a banner and then just layered this acetate arrow, which I attached with a stapler, and then I've just done my journaling. This one I've kept really super simple because I love how we've got the boulder in the foreground and the open sea in the background, and I thought that sticker I'd go anywhere with you was perfect. Here is a page with me on it, which is always good because I don't always get in my photos, and it's me and our second child Azaria, so we've got just a nice smiley photo and then a fun photo. I love having embellishment that runs over the page, and that's what I've done. I've made it quite girly. Here's my favourite photo of Azaria, just kind of dipping her feet in the water, and that's the best ever sticker from a sticker sheet, and I love how it looks on that scripty paper. This is another filler card that I've done with the seafoam packaging technique and drops of Heidi Swap, and I have just cut apart that camera there, and then I've just layered a couple of those phrases that I've cut into banners. Here is my two again, the older two on a rock, on a boulder, and so I've just embellished. And the final photo is of Sam drew some circles in the sand, and then he wanted me to take a photo, and I thought it went really well with the Free Your Heart sticker. And so the final page is just, there was a cut apart in the 6x6 paper pad that said grateful for, and so I've put my family's names, I put holidays, God's creation, family time, exploring, and then just kept the embellishment really simple. So that's my little album. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and I'm so glad that I finally used this album. Often I buy things and have great intentions of using them, and it takes a while. So yeah, this was the perfect collection to work with these photos in this album. I've put a link to the Clique Kits blog below, and you can head over there, and I have a tutorial on there explaining how this album came together and a couple of close-up photos of my favourite inside pages. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you check out the Clique Kits blog every day because there's always some awesome inspiration on there. Thanks so much for watching.